My name is Rosalida, Rose, and Alida, the names of both my grandmothers. They were both stitchers, garment makers, one in France and one in Florida, New York first, and then Florida, and Puerto Rico first.
It was already in your DNA, though.
But it was already in my DNA, and I think the Spanish and knowing my American family now, the Puerto Rican side, everybody loves to dress.
I'm not a doll, I don't play small. I'm not a doll, don't box me in. I'm not a doll, I own my books. Je suis doll killer.
Welcome to Doll Killer, the podcast where we smash stereotypes, rewrite the rules, and speak our truth out loud. My name is Cécile Delepière. I'm a filmmaker and a storyteller. There are people who cross your path and instantly feel like home. Rosalida is one of them. We recognized each other from another realm. Rosalida Medina, Rosa for me, is an established costume designer with a storyteller's heart. She carries her French Puerto Rican heritage, her sensitivity, and her sharp artistry into everything she touches. We've shared so much in the last 14 years, and we call each other soul sisters. So I'm super grateful today to welcome her into this space. Rosa! Ma Rosa!
Oui, ma chacha.
Well, we've known each other for so many years, and this is your beautiful home in Los Angeles, in the heart of Miracle Mile, in the house of Cécile B. which is amazing because it's my name.
Yes.
And this is where you married me and my husband. So
Yes, and it's a production. It was a movie production apartment complex.
yeah, it's a very historic
It's
building.
all absolutely. We have Hollywood ghosts here,
Yes.
and I worked for Hollywood, so there you go.
And this is also your Atelier Medina, right? This is where, particularly more like after COVID or during COVID, you started to create more in this space. Every room, if you would come here, I call it La Caverne d'Ali Baba. Ali Baba's, is it
Cavern,
cave?
So
So like it's like there's treasures. It's a treasure hunt. You have like beautiful art and on the walls, and then costumes and accessories everywhere.
materials everywhere. Just it's a true costume shop. It's my living, situation as well. It's where I regroup. This is where I invite, the my family from Los Angeles, my friends' family.
So before we come back to this time here now, I'd like to go back in time, and you are bringing you're both French descent and Puerto Rican, New York, Puerto Rican,
New Yorkers.
New York.
I'm actually a freaking French and Puerto Rican. That's what my dad decided to call me when I moved to the U.S.
Oh wow! So I love that. And so, but so your mom is French Algerian, and you also have like some Spanish ancestors. I mean, when we look at you, we're like, you're like, ole. And your name, Rosalida Medina, there's a lot of, it could come from lots of different places.
Yeah, so that's why when people are like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "I'm French." They're like, "What?"
Yeah.
So yes, it's ancestries like Puerto Ricans, are of course Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, um, some a little bit of Taino Indians from the Caribbeans, and my father had told us a year before he passed away that we had Moroccan,
wow.
ancestry, and it's we found where our family is from in Spain. It's called Oliva, and Oliva is directly across Morocco.
Do you know that my grandmother was Olive?
Oh my God.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
We know we're sisters somehow.
Yeah.
The blood of the flamenco
Yeah.
dancers is in both of us.
Yeah, I know. I don't look like I come from Spain or anything,
But the
like,
Spaniards were
yes.
originally, they had the invasion from the Vikings, so blue-eyed, blonde.
There's no boxes here.
Yes,
That's
everybody
all
eventually
from-
comes out of the box or finds a new box in the
Yeah.
box.
We're all from many, many different boxes. So you grew up in France. You were born in Annecy.
Yes.
And so your mom was an artist.
Yes.
And how was your upbringing? You were first living a lot in France, and then your parents separated.
We lived in Annecy together, and I believe that we went to eventually to Marseille, the south of France. From the French Alps to the south of France. My family, my mom's side, are in Montpellier, so we were already going there for this reason. And I think so. My mom was an artist since early on. She started as she was 16, but she was a teacher right away in parallel. So she, I probably think, was transferred. And yeah, I think I was 6 years old. And then they separated. It was a extremely traumatic event for all of us, and went back to Annecy. Mom got a job in Switzerland, and I stayed with my grandparents that were the most adorable, loving grandparents. And then eventually I moved with her to Lausanne, and where I met Christina, my oldest friend, still friends.
Yes.
I'm a very I friends are family, energetic families, family member to me, and most of the strong bond that I have with my early on friends are still existing.
Yeah, I mean, you have love circles on both sides of the Atlantic.
Yes. In many ways, I do feel that I am like a patchwork of ancestry, a patchwork of ideas, of convictions. Sometimes they change, sometimes they are reinforced. But yes, and I forgot that mom and I, lived in Algeria after all this. We lived in Algeria. She wanted to go back to where she was born. It was very difficult as an expat to go back there. But my vivid memories of it is loquat trees, which I will come back to it because I found them again in LA. So I was like, oh, okay, this is the place. This is the place. But the loquat trees and the desert.
It's also probably a lot where, as a child, where you like gathered all those energies and inspiration and colors and like different things for your art as well.
Yes, I was a very timid child. I was joyful. I mean, I don't have like a lot of memories of it, but I also see photos and I'm like, wow, I was already a clown. Being a only child, I was always glued to the windows of the cars that we're in, and just being absorbed with everything I was seeing. So I've always loved, traveling by cars or trains, and those are my first memories, like really of all this. So I think when I was in Algeria, like in between Alger la Blanche and the Nefle, Le Loquat, and desert, this never left my mind. Even though I love the mountain, I love the winter. Um, yeah, that was also, I realized, my second fabric.
So when did you start going into the world of costume, and like what was the journey for you, like as a like, okay, my mom is an artist, I love drawing, or I love things like it, but like I'm going to actually go in that direction
Yes,
myself. Like,
yes.
it's not necessarily like that a child follows the pathway of their parents. Like, it can be just, oh, that's their passion, but I have something else that I'm interested in. But you followed her footstep, but then made it your own.
True. And I also I didn't know, not that I didn't know, but I think it made sense now. My name is Rosalida, Rose, and Alida, the names of both my grandmothers. They were both stitchers, garment makers, one in France and one in Florida, New York first, and then Florida, and Puerto Rico first. But so there's that. One of my would say fabric and color red related memory is me getting the red pox, and my nanny was Algerian. And for them, when you have red pox, you're dressed all in red. They put red fabrics everywhere, all around you, while you're going through the process of, you know,
Healing.
yes, of healing. So that was, something that probably marked me. And also as a teenager, when I started really getting into the drawings, I started drawing women in dresses. Loved fashion. My love of movies, the story telling through movies was, just always just being in awe with some of the costumes. And theater, high school theater, of course, just sparked something else.
Yeah.
And making my Barbie costumes with my grandmother. I've already had started just sewing a little bit, but not. I think it's more my fashion years.
It was
that
already
helped.
in your DNA, though.
But it was already in my DNA, and I think the Spanish and knowing my American family now, the Puerto Rican side, everybody loves to dress.
Yeah.
So we are already comedians that love to dress.
Yeah. So when you were a teenager, and then you were going to doing some art in high school, but then you transitioned into college, and you chose also art. So what was that transition for you?
So I was, wondering what my artistic teachings were going to bring me and what I wanted to do. And of course, a little bit of everything. Just, mom and I were talking about it, and I decided to go into fashion. So I did a BFA in fashion, which, you're drawing, you're cutting, you're making, you're this and that. You make your other family. It's not until the very last day, so 3 years, you have a fashion show, you display the portfolio in front of fashion,
Like a jury.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm in front of the jury, and one of the person was like, "You're not a fashion designer. You're a costume designer." And I was like,
Ha.
what? But because I was so in love with movies or early on, something happened. I love theater, but I went into the movie business as a costume designer, as a costumer, as a costume maker. I think what really got me is that it is such a group. It's a team. It's really a teamwork. It's not always easy, but I would just say that with the fashion, there was not really so much connection with the models. And you're kind of like, this is you are the fashion designer. You might have people helping you. So, and then you meet a model once, and then a second time when you actually do the fashion show. With movies, there is an evolution that sometimes takes 1 month or 6 months, or if, we prep, we talk about how to really service the story with the director, with the actors, with the production designer. There's a teamwork that is so much wider, and I
Yeah.
love this part.
Yeah, and you're dressing like it's almost like this giving a new skin to the actor, and then you have to see the costume move, like while they are becoming that character. It's like being them to suddenly. I remember that because I used to be in the acting world, and so as soon as I would put my costume in, one of the first costume was I was a man, and I had to wear like this whatever
package?
yeah, the package, and leather pants, and like suddenly everything felt, oh, okay, that feels very different, and that really helped me becoming that man.
You are a character facilitator
Mm.
when you're a costume designer. It's also very pleasurable to build a closet from a story with a particular body, with a particular mind, with a particular story. I think all this, I love it. I No matter how, sometimes I'm like, oh, this is a lot going on because you are a Swiss Army knife.
Mm.
You
Yes.
are a Swiss Army knife. You just have to
All the
logistics.
different skills, like all the
You're
different
a
things.
producer. You are you have to be a good facilitator. You have to be a little bit of a therapist. You have to be a researcher. You have to a good communicator. If you have other people helping you or building for you, or you have to, like, if a director or producer has a hard time communicating, you have to learn how to make things happen. So you are so many people. You are the finances part of it are very, very big. And so that it's like, oh, you want it cheap, really amazing looking, and right now, okay, no, one of them does not go with the other ones. You have to know that you're going to work 90 hours a week. You have to so managing your stress, managing the fact that we it's a freelancing business where you don't have the cushiony you have the same paycheck every month, and you don't know when your next job is going to be. So it's a very full business that I went into, and then once in a while I would be able to do illustrations, but that's something I going back into.
In that world, did you find that you were able to really fully express your creativity, or did you find that it was challenging and you like did you work with people who were allowing you to express yourself? Or I mean, I'm sure you've had all kinds of experiences, but I would say in general, in the film industry, did you feel like, okay, the director would choose you and say, this is my vision, do what you want?
Never. Actually, not in on a movie, but I would just say, like, photo shoots. Cecile and I have done incredible work together, and most of the time I have carte blanche.
Yeah.
Carte blanche.
Carte blanche.
And yeah, most of the time it's like, yes, this is it. But I would say that because it's not just the director and the costume designer, there is so many variables in between, so many personalities. The producers have something to say about it. The actors have something to say something about it. So it can be very complicated.
Like there's guidelines and things to respect and to follow, and I'm sure a lot of back and forth of like, yes, no, yes,
and
no.
if a person does not have a vision and trust and is a trusting person, it is very complicated to please that person. So it's not, if I want a bikini, a brown bikini, and if you come with literally 200 different type of brown bikini and they still cannot pick one on the actress, you know that it's not you, it's not your work. This is another side of this business that is complicated to deal with. But I would say that I have a little bit of a split personality where I am confident. I know I'm a really good artist and that I have a vision, and then sometimes I don't trust myself enough to be okay with the people not understanding what I'm want to
And
say.
do you feel throughout the years that you've been able to express more like yourself and like speak your voice in those times? Or like, I don't know, maybe like a specific project that you would remember where you had to say no, or I'm not going to do this, or and to be okay with maybe the consequences of.
Yeah, I was very lucky to have a TV show, A Thousand Ways to Die, where it was a non-union project where we were a very small crew, but we were filming 2 stories per day. So 5 to 6 hours per 10 minutes of a short movie at the end, let's say. And so things could change very quickly. And early on, I was like, no. I said a lot of no's. We had production meetings on Mondays, and we would shoot from Tuesday to Friday. And we are in, and I cannot remember exactly where, above Santa Clarita, where there's a sanctuary for animals. So we were filming there. It's absolutely beautiful. There's nothing. And at breakfast, 7 a.m., the director walks in and is like, I'd like a cow costume for now. So took me back for a second. I was about to scream, or not, maybe not scream because I'm not a screamer, but I would have probably be a little bit rebellious and be like, what? And just say no. But I said to him very calmly, I said, well, if you have somebody that can go get it in LA right now, drive 2 hours back, sure. But usually I would have been very upset that he would dare asking me for something that was just impossible to get in the middle of nowhere. We did get this thing. It happens. And I gifted the cow costume to him at the end of the season.
Oh, nice.
And he cried laughing so hard.
Oh, wow.
Because I was the only person that would tell him no. And I would also tell him when he was an asshole and asking for too much. Yes.
I mean, it's obviously not always possible to express those no's.
Can have an astronaut costume on a Monday morning or on a Sunday? It's a big no. But can you have a full size white mink fur coat on a Sunday for a Monday morning? You say no, but we still pull it. That happened on The Notebook. Our amazing PA found a white mink floor-length fur coat that you see 2 seconds in the show. But she found it on a Sunday. So, wow.
Wow, that's pulling magic out of.
Yes, we are magicians.
Yes, you are.
We are magicians, and it's like, oh, can you make a costume that disintegrates as you walk? Okay. Can you, whatever, like change colors when it's raining on it? Sure.
So throughout all of this, you've learned a lot of like different skills. Each time it's like challenging you to. I remember, like, again, a few days ago, you said, "Well, I have to do this wig for a ballet, and I've never done that before, and I've need to learn something new." There's the anxiety, a little bit of anxiety around it, but also like, wow, this is also exciting because I'm about to do something that
That
I've never
actually
done.
always wanted to. This is a material that they wanted me to use that I've used before, but not in a crunch time frame and not in this artistic way. Or they sent me this photo, and I was like, "You have 3 days to make this wig out of this." Oh, and I learned again that asking for something in so little time gives you very little leeway to be wrong, or it's not even be wrong, to try things and to see, oh, can I make it better? That doesn't work. That's better. That doesn't work. That's better. And like I'm more and more understanding that it's not that I'm wrong or that it was not right, is that it just needed to be needed the time to try more and try
Yeah.
more and try more.
Yeah.
It's not always the case.
Yeah. And when you get like jobs like that, are you able to express, okay, this is my worth. I'm gonna ask for that amount of money. If they don't have it, fuck it.
I wish I had this strong skill of saying no and sticking to it. Or, I'm better at it. I'm better at it. I understand that because my health took a toll, I have had 2 burnout in my life, that I'm more precious than this little project. And if you don't want to pay me, it's quite all right. I've been through many, many ways where, I came out of it and I'm still here. So it's a work in progress for me to know my worth, and
Isn't it
implement
for all
it.
of us?
Yes, but I paid the price. It's nobody's fault. It's not the business fault. It is a very brutal business. But I said yes to it. So the burnouts are. It's not that it's my fault. It's that it was consequent to a choice of saying yes to something that's other people can handle it. I just maybe I was not exactly where I needed to be, and that's why it was harder to do 90 hours a week. um and other people are totally fine with it, but I'm here to learn more and more. It's trials and trials
Yeah.
and trials.
I'd
of
love to since you're bringing it up, to go into your health journey and how, and like, maybe I know we're jumping from your profession to what you've experienced in the last couple of years, and you can go back in time if you want to, and tell us more about how your body was both a battlefield and also a teacher. I remember in November 2023 when I took you for a routine colonoscopy, and just,
the world crumbled.
yes.
Our world, my world. Everybody is around was affected. There was an incredible amount of unknown emotions, and so yes, that morning she takes me,
We were
laughing
making-
about poo jokes and
Yeah.
buttholes and
Yeah.
and all the things that
Yeah.
slightly anxious, but not
But
really.
we wouldn't get, you
No
didn't have any
idea.
symptoms of like,
No idea that when I woke up, I would be told that I had 41 polyps, and that 2 of them looked cancerous.
Yeah.
And that just it took me a day, I think, to start calling people and be like, okay. I think it took me a few days to talk to my mom. I did not want to, because she lives in Paris and I live in LA. It's very complicated. But that was a confirmation of a tiny voice that I've heard in the middle of the night a couple of times. I had been tired the past 2 years. I had a um, a burnout when I was in my early 40s, and then that was like turning 50ish. Pandemic hit. That was a rough one for all of us. And then I had this voice a couple of times a night. It happened a couple of times in the middle of the night where I was like, it's cancer. And I was like, I'm going back to sleep. Well, so this is something that is not in my family, neither sides. My grandma Rose had a cancerous polyp at the age of 103. So, that does not count. So this is not, it is not from my DNA. This is something else. I'm a person that's made polyps a little bit everywhere in my body before. that was, a shock, but not really a shock. I think I've been estranged with my body. Um, yeah, so I'm learning now to love my body.
So you were dressing
It's
bodies. Did you feel that you were forgetting about your own body?
100%, 100%.
Mm.
I've had like I'm so excited to dress somebody, so excited. Um, Much more frequently than for me. So I have those moments. Like right now, I feel really good in what I wear.
And it looks beautiful and
Thank you,
colorful.
thank you, thank you. So yes, my body and I are having we're reuniting. We are learning each other. I'm forgiving what I did not know I was doing. I'm forgiving myself from letting my body go and not respecting it as I should.
I mean, it was a very intense and brutal journey what you went through from the hospital, the surgeries. It was a very
It was
you got
more
very
of a dark time that I've ever experienced before. Yes, you have the cancer word, and it's like, this is me. I have cancer, or I'm cancer. So like I had to come to a peace with the fact that I had a cancer. I had three cancers, and it is gone. But I'm not this. I'm not this sick person. I'm healing. I'm continually healing. But in the midst of all this, my twin sister passes away.
yeah.
So, and she had been struggling all her life with her body. And what a mirror, what a sad moment. What an incredible feeling to be like, my sister's passing before me. She's my baby sister.
Yeah.
How is that possible? Uh, then my brother's mom passes away. Then my stepfather passes away. So this is all before I decide to say yes to the quasi total colon surgery.
Yeah.
So um, so there was a lot.
It was
I was
really.
pounded, but I was the most beautiful thing that happened is that everybody showed up.
Yeah, you had like an amazing thread of love
Everybody.
and
The golden thread was how I said, "Can I have some help, please?" And I was heard, and I was heard more than I ever imagined.
also there was like, okay, I'm surrender. I'm letting myself be helped. Like it's one thing to ask for help, and then just letting people, be in that space for you and allowing them, because you were the helper for so many years, and that suddenly like you're like, okay, it is.
It was very hard for me to
Mm.
ask for help, to receive it, and to accept it. Like there's three stages. I gone through the three stages because I'm a woman. I'm a woman with other women that's what they do. They take care of others. That's what we do. This is our families like that. Every woman in our family is all about taking care of others. And so it's like, oh, what did I do? Do I deserve this? Blah blah blah. So a lot of chatter. And I was like, you don't have room for the chatter. You just like, would you like to live? And
Yeah.
so this
And
is
when you
my
were, like at the hospital on
yeah.
like powerless as well.
The surgery didn't go as planned. And the 4 days turned into 25 days. Um, and I'm going to pass the details, but I was very grateful that everybody came, that everybody brought, either like Peyton, he plastered the bathroom door that was facing me, plastered it with really funny, like I was like, I need help. I need to help, like
Yeah,
to
I need
heal.
joy. Like
And I
I
need
need
joy.
joy.
So
Like someone brought you like a poop
poop
cushion,
emoji.
poop emoji cushion. It was like let's like, because you are someone who's bringing so much joy to others as well, and you gather everyone, and that was for me like the thing where, wow, she's built all this community around her for 20 years, and everybody's showing up like one after another. There was like
The whole LA
Yeah.
family, 20 years, they all showed up.
And some people from
And
France as
then
well.
San Francisco came to me,
Mhm.
Switzerland came to me, France came to me,
Yeah.
in the form of incredible friendships. It was just, it was so much that I think I was like stunned for a long time. And like, what? Do I deserve? Like, I went through all the self deprecating little
Yeah.
voices. Patty from Pause and Joy came in. Cecile was there. She helped me energetically, trying to shift. I was really deep into. I was like a possum. I was just in total like.
Yeah, Patty, that night that she came, she said, she took me aside and she said, Cecile, you need to let her feel her pain. Let her feel her body. This is hers. Do not take her pain away. It is hers to feel it all. That was like, whoa, I have chills today thinking about that, because it was really a moment where you were going to get the second operation. So,
Yes, and little incredibly magic happened. Obviously, all this was orchestrated from all, everything. Is I in the middle of the night, I didn't sleep for 40 days, but I would just have like little half hour here, half hour there. I woke up from a little mini nap and a music came in my head, and it was obsessional. I could hear it, like the musicians would be right next to me. I could hear every single note, every instrument. I know that it was, all like a little like 1970s electronic, but a very sweet, very beautiful, very it was just. And I said, do not forget this, do not forget this. I woke up, I did not forget, and I started asking, and I would sing it. And
yeah.
Cecile, do you know? She's like, I think so, but I couldn't figure it out. And then I was like, I need to broaden this. So I recorded it the day after. And then asked more people, like, do you know this song? And then eventually I reach out to my musician friends. They're like, yeah, I remember translating it like onto
Yeah.
music paper, but I don't remember. I figure it out 4 months later, and it's called L'Enfant et la Mer, the child and the sea. And it's kind of like a lullaby. It's something I probably heard as a child. And it was my deepest self finding the tool for me to get out, of this pain, to get out of this, like, do I want to live? And I didn't want to kill myself. I didn't want to finish or end life. I just had no more spark. And this little music plus everything around.
Yeah. Were you able to, in those, time of healing after the operation, were you able to say, wow, I know the seed of where this disease come from. I know, I can feel, or I can tell where it grew from.
Yes. I've had for years, done some introspective work in many forms of therapies. And again, going back to Pause and Joy with Patty, we've all, with the other students, we've asked those questions.
Because you've been learning Reiki with her.
So yes, we are Reiki practitioners. students, some of our masters already. But she always invites us to understand why there's kinks in our lives. There's, there's lack of joy, lack of gratitude, and all this. So, of course, I was going to be like, I have cancer. I have 41 polyps. Where is that coming from?
Yeah.
It's just the consequence of probably negative thoughts about myself.
Yeah.
And I think so those seeds probably come from, I heard somebody said something negative about me and I trusted them and I let them in. So that's one seed. Or, oh, he's not nice to me, or this didn't happen to me, or this happened to me. I deserve it somehow. So that's another seed. Or hearing, your family members or your parents saying negative things about themselves, that can also be another seed. So you take it
It's
as
just
is.
like layers of
Exactly.
beliefs and behaviors and
Somebody mistreating you and doing
because
things. That's also a
because
seed.
yeah, because
that you
somehow
plant.
instead of like expressing that out right away and like being able to say no, or like it just like kind of crystallizes in the body.
And you and you own it as a truth instead of digesting it. So digesting has always been an issue, like something that's been difficult. I've had gallbladder surgery. I've had heart, like I would have always hard digestive system.
Welcome to the club. This is like,
Exactly. And this is, I think, not being able to let things, like, we regulate stress, which is normal. Stress is normal. Regulating our body is normal, by things that actually we don't actually let go of. So you start to regulate eating, keeping thoughts in, blah blah blah, but you don't do the final work of letting it out. And I truly believe that some of it crystallized in me. I had, in my breast, I had, matters that would crystallize.
yeah.
My poor uterus had 12 fibroids. So I've hang on to angers, and I also believe, like, ancestral anxieties have stayed.
You and I we didn't become moms. We didn't become mothers. We are creators, but we're not mothers. And so in that aspect, and tell me if I'm wrong here, but there has been some work to be done as far as like ending certain family trauma and breaking
Patterns.
karma, and like it's like, okay, I don't have I don't have a child to raise, but I have another mission. I have something else to do in this lifetime. I don't know. I'm asking you, is that something
Yeah,
that
that
you feel?
resonates a lot. The patterns of women towards centuries, and we were along, the side of our husbands, and we would accept whatever happened.
Yeah.
And
not necessarily choose our husbands either.
Exactly. But so I'm the I would say I'm the one that broke kind of this structural life of a woman, where I've never married, I've never had children. But I've always felt that something was missing in my life, or why not me, or whatever. But then I realized I'm a mother in different ways. And I create, I'm mother and I create in different ways. I'm an alchemist like everyone. But I realize also that it's like, we have to be this, we have to have the white picket fence, you have to have the child, the big car, the dog, the child, the this and that. Great, but it doesn't have to belong to me. If it's just a construct that I have to do, it really doesn't fit.
No.
And I've always said, oh gosh,
You're not fitting in that box. Definitely not.
I respect it, and I really would have loved to carry a child in my body, and I think some of it resulted into carrying and have cells and matters that stayed in my body. Um, that's I'm it's a symbolic idea that really resonates.
Yeah.
So I did a few costumes with
Yes.
pregnant bellies.
That's what I
Cecile.
wanted to come to, is
Yeah.
like how did you transmute this everything that happened in your body into your creative work? And like I know it took you a while to come back to the work, because obviously there was a long process of
The healing process.
healing, and let's say now that you are cancer free, so it's amazing.
Yes. I decided to take the chemo route, and then I decided to stop the chemo route.
Yes.
But all this took a very, very heavy toll on me. So the passion of my skills didn't through my skills didn't come back for another year and a half.
Yeah.
But eventually it's like it sparked even more. I was having a discussion with a friend about birthing after my menopause. I was like, well, this is obvious that
It's
I
not
will
gonna
not
happen.
birth naturally, nor would I want to go through anything else. Um, and at the time, my partner and we had talked about it, and I was like, well, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then it is what it is. But this conversation with Cecile first, and then Elizabeth, she was like, "But you're constantly, in perpetual birthing. You are a perpetual mother." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "You're perpetually, um, in gestation." And then birthing an idea, birthing a relationship, birthing this, birthing that, and then you come back to it.
And also going through process of death and rebirth. I mean, we created this magnificent short film called Bathe, which is a tale of a woman going from death to light, like from like the cycle
The
of life,
rebirth,
the rebirth, and
thematic is, I would
also
say,
breaking free from shackles and all those things. And so it's
yeah, like dropping those shackles, or those stories that we put in our head, that were one put in our head, and then two that we accepted as this is the truth. So like this went into this symbolism of perpetually being a phoenix,
yes.
and the rebirth, the birthing, rebirth, birthing, rebirth, birthing, rebirth.
Now I do have it literally carved onto my hand.
I drew her tattoos, and
Yes.
here they are.
And it's the dragon that let it burns, and the phoenix that rise from the ashes. So anyway, that's just a little side note, but
So she's my illustrations, my
like,
living illustration
if you
of
want to see it, this is live right there.
exactly. So yes, and so we talked about this, and then 3 years later, I was offered an insane opportunity, and when I was offered this opportunity, I wanted to vomit. I wanted to disappear. And Marines from Bruhaus Gallery said, "You need to curate a wearable art show." And I'm like, "Can I leave now?"
I was like, what does that mean, curate?
Exactly. Producing. I'm a producer. Cut to, I was like, she's like, "I need a proposal. I need you to think about something." And the theme of the perpetual pregnant and birthing came back. And I was like, I need to finish this. I had started it before. I had made pregnant bellies with different symbolism. I need to work on that. So we came up with a theme of the DNA of the afterlife. And the afterlife is the afterbirth. It's after death. It's afterlife. It's like it's those perpetual, symbolic of the alchemy. Like so, I was like, women are alchemists. They start with bodies, transforming, and then making another human being. That's another alchemy. Uh, and relationships and life, professional life and birth and die and all this just became. I was like, this DNA of the afterlife. So Cecile wore the altar of the ancestry,
Yes.
and
And I was carrying in that
her belly was the light within.
the light within, and with pictures of your ancestors and some pets that we love. And it was
It was an extraordinary moment of things like the snake biting its tail gently and be like, you just completed something. Like that was the alchemist starts with something that is so cold and pure, turns into a pure thing. But it doesn't matter. Like, so it's two things that will never be the same. But there's a completion, a sense of a completion. So so now, not having birth naturally, a child has a different meaning. I just I'm like, that blessed me to do other things. Um, it made me even more understanding of the blessings of
and there's a sense of
the
also
things that I've done.
through your creativity to birthing yourself as well, and like through your healing and through all those pieces that you've created. I mean, there was like the costume that Elizabeth was was birthing like really was also the
She's the angel of grief, the bird of grief, and her belly was covered in giant pearls, and it was gold, like rough gold on one side, and then all those extraordinary large pearls. And it came from a dream, pre knowing that I had polyps in my uterus, where I dreamt that I was wearing this incredible dress, and then I reached out into the pocket of that dress, and it was lined with pearls. So, but like the other way around, it was inside of me. So I was like, well, now that all that stuff is out, let's bring it outside. So it was kind of like, I didn't talk about it, to anyone. I was just like, this is my homage to those pieces of me that were gone. And I thank them for the lessons. I thank them for the life lessons for sure. Of the power of healing when you say yes to it, and then you're just through art. And I was like, I need to do it through art. Duh. So it is finding who you are. It is refining who you are more than finding. It's refining and be like,
and allowing.
Let
yourself be seen.
So I like, it's embracing the artist in me. This embracing the life lover, the respect that I have for death, because death is the alchemist of more life. Is the alchemist of letting go.
Talking of cycles, you are in again another major life transition right now. You are about to live this beautiful home in Los Angeles and go back to your roots as well, some of your roots, and live in France and to be closer to your mom. And well, it's a new beginning. It's an ending, but it's a new beginning as well. How do you envision that new beginning, that new part of you that starting to appear? I know.
Layers. layered of fear of leaving this. I just spent 29 years on the American soil. Half of me is from this American soil. My American family is here. My family friends are here. Um, so yes, and then the other half is my where I was born. That land, I love it and cherish it dearly. My 86-year-old little tiny
Yes,
amazing
sweet
artist mom
mama.
is waiting for me.
Renee, we send you so much love, Renee. We love you.
She's she's always been a little bit jealous of the people here, but then when she came, she
was
came to be with me during the chemo. She really it was like a second birth for her, I think.
she felt the love, so much love.
But she discovered all the friends, and they were like obsessed with her, and she wanted more.
Yes.
So something extraordinary happened. Like a few times, she's like, "I don't know what to do for you. I don't know what to do for you." And I was like, "Nothing, Mom. Just stay here. Just stay here with me." Where like I don't know what to do either.
Yeah.
But she had to trust. And I think that's the same with when she was birthing me. At some point, she was so exhausted that she stopped, and I stopped the voyage out. And we had to ask for help, but we all had to trust each other, not knowing what was the next step. And this is exactly what happened during the chemotherapy. But then this little mom, I want to be closer to her. I'm yeah, my body needs my land.
Yeah.
The body I'm yeah. So yeah, it's very
been-
hard to
It's
leave.
been brewing for
But
for,
it's
for
been brewing.
quite a while.
I've known for a while that a transition needed to be. I come from an ancestry of nomads and people that have been from so many continents and so many different countries. I have so many different bloods, and I've been in the same place for 20 years, same apartment. This is like unknown. But my mom and I are like, but we've moved so many different places. We lived in so many. So I was like, oh, this is strange that I'm sitting here. But then I was like, exactly. But this apartment has seen so many evolution of my healing. It's a very, very precious place. We've healed
Yeah.
Cecile as well,
Yeah.
as we've lived some really amazing moments. But so yes, it's a difficult move. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like a 55-year-old artist woman who goes back to the old continent that she knows but not really don't know anymore. And
But you also, the thing is, that's what amazes me, and I found that so beautiful, is that the community that you have here, you also kept your amazing community in Paris. So when you go there, you also have this circle of friends. For me, it's like I can count my friends on one hand, the one that I really can count on from France, and I left 15 years ago. But I feel like you have like really nurtured all your your connection with your friends, and when you go home, they're there waiting for you as well. Like there is already like this
motherly energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That might
those people that came
ease a
to
little
me
bit,
when I
yeah.
needed, I'm coming back to them now.
Yeah.
And that's where I know that I am already blessed. I'm already supported.
Yeah.
I really have to trust.
Mm-hmm.
Without non-negotiable trust is happening right now. Tell the story and then leave it here. There's another story coming, and then there's another story coming. And I'm feeling it. I'm like, it's like writing it on a stone, like I'm engraving it, but I'm not allowed to take this stone with me. It is sacred here. The sacred 30 years of you know, knowing who my family is, and finding myself in them, of the bond. Like yesterday was Thanksgiving, and I've had so many Thanksgiving with my family, and they're always the most joyful thing. And I had so many Thanksgiving with friends, um, and I was like, I will never forget any of them, even though it's a complicated holiday. It is it's still very joyful for me.
Yeah. It's a passage, and like it's a place. We'll always be connected, whatever happens, like wherever the place. So
Yeah,
you know.
we've we've pushed our boundaries. We've tested,
Yeah.
knowing or not knowing that we were testing, and it's there's a constance uh, in the midst of the chaos of what our lives have been and are, and it's that bond, that love, that admiration for one another.
Yeah.
um like I see how you have lived your life, the 15 years I think we've known each other,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, something like that.
something like that.
Mhm.
I've seen you just grow into three women.
Yes.
And it's like, wow, I've learned from my peeps so much.
Yeah.
From you, it's like we have a very particular relationship. You were a friend. I was like, she is too good to be true. That was my first thought. She's not, she's going to be gone. And then you did eventually leave
I
to
did,
New
yeah,
York. And I
yeah.
was like, I cannot tell her how much I'm heartbroken.
Yeah.
But then you came back, and I was like,
Mhm.
and now I'm the one that leaves. It
I
was like,
know,
it's so
like,
interesting.
just this cycle as well, and just a lot. Like I remember telling you I don't want you to leave, and then catching myself. I was like, no, let her leave, let her go, because that's also that's love.
But the tears are allowed.
Oh yeah.
The sorrow of knowing
I
that.
still don't realize it right now. Right now, I'm like in complete denial. It's not happening. Like, yay! I have like 5 fire questions. So, very short answer. What's the most Rosalida thing you've ever done?
Oh my God. Oh, wow. I'm really having a hard time answering.
Okay, let's come back to this one after. It might
Yeah.
make the little train will come back.
Wait.
If your inner child could dress you for a day, what outfit would she pick?
She would be totally covering me in red, sumptuous fabrics, but with some accessories made out of earthly matters. Um, she would pick the feathers off the floor and make a headpiece. And she would have a long train in the back and pants.
I love that. What's the most rebellious thing that you've ever done?
Wow, it comes back from what we talked about, is coming back to life.
What's your secret power?
Love.
Mm.
Love.
What box are you smashing today?
Smashing the old belief of smalling me, making myself too small. Like I want to fit in places that don't fit. I'm not like a cat. I don't want to fit in boxes. So yeah, I'm smashing those boxes that do not fit, that are really never been mine. Is right.
The first question was, what's the most Rosalida thing that you've ever done?
Relationships. That's a very Rosalida.
So we come back to love, actually.
Yes.
The most Rosalida thing is a loving heart.
The most Rosalida-esque thing is just to just do what I love to do. Love, love, love.
Love, 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 love boat.
I worked on the love boat.
The love boat. The love boat.
C'est bien ça, c'est un bon BTS.
Ah, ça, c'est bon BTS. Hein. There was so many other things I wanted to bring up today, but there will be more episodes, and maybe there will be a follow-up episode in
Paris.
in Paris, you know, and you know, with your mama, and like, you know, maybe you'll have your Atelier Medina. Like, whatever happens will be magical. I'm only wishing you the best journey.
Merci.
So with that, I would love to close this episode and wanting to thank you from my heart.
Yes, we kiss like French people.
Je t'aime.
I love you.
If you've ever felt boxed in, silenced, or underestimated, this show is for you. Subscribe now, share this with the people in your life who are ready to break free and join the rebellion. My name is Cécile Delepière. I'm a filmmaker and storyteller, but most importantly, je suis doll killer.
I'm not a doll, I don't play small. I'm not a doll, don't box me in. I'm not a doll, I own my puss. Je suis doll killer.
Oh, ma Rosa. Merci.
Et je pense que je viens de cramer tu sens?
Non?
Cranberry.
Oh, really? It's cooking? Fuck!